Good afternoon, Saitlanders. How are you? We hope that all is well. I want to talk to you very briefly, not for very long, about this new thing in which the SABC has said that people should get TV licenses to watch Netflix. In other words, that SABC should be paid, should derive a revenue from people who don't consume their product. If you are not watching SABC, you should pay SABC nevertheless. And this is indicative, of course, of a severe financial crisis within the SABC. Yet another, effectively a Department of State. Effectively a Department of the State of South Africa that is financially on its knees or beyond, flat on the ground. And it's saying that the only way that we can get up is to punish people or to penalize people or to require a toll, to take a toll of people who are not using our product. It's a very socialist concept. It goes without saying. And of course, it doesn't end there. We all know that the government is in a spot of financial bother. We've all by now read or watched articles and interviews by guys like Magnus Haystack, Davie Rood, and Mike Schussler, which reveal with facts, figures, data, and statistics, not with wild claims and polemic, but with facts and figures, that the government, that the state, that the departments of state, the organs of state, the elements that comprise the state are absolutely drained white, bled white. There's nothing left. And you know, this is one of those difficult occasions where you want to say something like, we told you so. But that's not a very gracious thing to do. So you find yourself struggling for the right words to help people to appreciate that Saitlanders has been paying a lot of attention to these matters for a long, long time. And not just a lot of attention in the sense of extensive, but a lot of attention in the sense of intensive, deep research for months on end. And we are one of the few organizations or entities in South Africa that is not hidebound by political correctness. Meaning that when many big banks and investment firms and economic advisors and so on speak, whatever they say is tempered by the knowledge or the belief that they shouldn't undermine the new South Africa Rainbow Nation. So they never ever say it like it really is. They always temper themselves. They always restrain themselves. They always pull their punches. They always put on kid gloves. Kid gloves coming from goats, kid goats, the softest leather, softest of all leather, gloves. So, where does it leave us? It leaves us facing a dim future. It leaves us with not much to say that is positive and optimistic. The other day, a lady whom I both like and respect very much, excuse me, the wife of a friend of mine, said to me, "Oh, I hope that the next message or whatever she was talking in a particular circumstance, is not doom and gloom, and I hope that there's a message of optimism. And I said to her, unfortunately, there's very little scope for that at the moment. There's very little to say that is optimistic. There's very little to say that is positive. There's very little to talk about. There's very little that's going on. It is a bit like an enemy bearing down on the gates of a city and somebody saying, well, you know, I'm sick and tired of hearing about how we're all going to get slaughtered. Say something positive. The only positive thing to say is that if you're a Suidlander, you're in an advantageous position. We discovered recently that a very large, very prominent, the senior members of, the leadership of, a very large and prominent organization have been quietly investing in Suidlander's safe area, investing preparations for a crisis and nothing else. Investing physical, material preparations specifically in Suidlander's safe area. Meaning that even people who cannot afford to be seen undermining the utopia of the new South Africa Rainbow Nation and undermining their own organization's stated philosophies, privately recognize that things are very, very, very bad indeed. So, unfortunately, it's not a very pleasant thought with which to leave you guys today, but hopefully you will find some encouragement in it. Hopefully you will say, thank goodness I'm a Suidlander. Thank goodness I'm prepared, or I am preparing. Thank goodness I have an idea of what is developing. I almost said what is coming, but in fact that gives the idea of, you know, it will come in the future. Whereas when we say what is coming now, we're talking about what is here and coming some more. Coming and coming and coming and coming, but already here. Hopefully you will be able to say to yourself, thankfully, thank the Lord, I am in a better position than I would have been if I had listened to the never-ending stream of lies told to me by the mainstream media. Okie dokes, everybody, thank you for watching this video. We hope that you liked it. And if you did, please press the like button, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. Cheerio, everybody. Bye-bye.